All right, y'all, what's going on? This is The Passage, Season 1, Episode 10, Part 2 of the finale, Last Lesson. If you haven't watched Part 1, go and run over there and do that. Watch Part 1 first before you watch this one. This is the season finale. Like I said, in the first episode, we still don't have a renewal date, so we're going to keep it moving. Oh, my emotions were high. My emotions were high. For those of you who are able to join me during the live stream while we watch this show for 2 straight hours, I appreciate y'all being there. So, Lacey, she walking through the grounds of camp at Project Noah, putting the dead to their final rest, popping them right in the head. Pow, 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 pow. You go with God, and you go with God. Passing out bullets like Oprah at Christmas time. Okay, Joan is sitting inside with the gun in hand, ready to take his own life. Lacey, like, who the hell are you? You the one who started this mess? He like, yes. She say, oh no, you don't get to die today, buddy. Only the innocent get to die. You gotta atone for your messes. You got stuff you need to fix. You're gonna have to live with your consequences, right? You ain't dying today. So the consequence basically is the 12 virals, actually 11 because Amy's not with them. The 11 virals are tearing through Telluride. This is what Jonas is suspecting is happening. There's like 2,500 citizens in Telluride. He figured they're going to go out there and eat half of them and turn the other half, multiplying like gremlins. You know what I'm saying? Like baby's kids. We don't die, we multiply. They're going to do one of them things. And then they're going to move on to the next town, and to the next town, and to the next town. You see where we're going with this. The world is over. It's done. Lacey say, I don't know what you make you think that. She start quoting Bible scriptures. I'm like, she walking on pure faith here. Like, he don't get to die today. Come on now, buddy. Come on. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. So, we time jump 30 days. Amy, Brad, and Lila is out here in Oregon. Like the end of the world ain't happening. And I realized, I was telling Keena when we was watching this, that they are in the same place, or at least in Oregon, the same state that the people from Twilight, the vampires from Twilight went to as well. It's something to do with the sun and the daylight doesn't shine like it does anywhere else. Even when the sun came out, it's not really direct, so you can still walk around and stuff like that. And Keena was like, no, they went in Oregon, they was in Portland. Yeah, same place, baby. Same place. I was geography. You didn't pass that, did you, in high school? Did you? We gonna get back to that anyway. So they out here in Oregon, like say, living life like the end of the world ain't happening. So he teaching her how to fish, teaching her how to light a fire, you know, basic survival skills. And when he stepped on that damn fish head, I was like, you fucking savage. That's some savage shit. Like, oh, Amy, like, what are we gonna name the fish? Breakfast. I'm like, Amy, we name our food, especially at Thanksgiving time and Easter. We be naming our little turkeys. We names our food around here. I had this steak today. Big Bertha was turn it up, Bertha. Well, anyway, she didn't get that fire started. She didn't get it. And Brad was like, you gonna sit out here until you get started. You're gonna stay out here until your plate finish. You know, it's like if you want to eat your broccoli, your mama be like, you're gonna sit there until it's done. That's exactly what he told her about that fire. Don't come in this house until that fire started. She started that fire right away. Yes, she did. I told y'all Brad was authoritarian. I told y'all he was authoritarian. Well, he thinks Amy has her appetite back. And I'm like, Amy, you lost your appetite? Okay. But she really don't. She hiding her food in her napkin or whatever. I'm like, so that means she changing. She just doing it on a slower pace than the other infected virals. Lila wants to head out in the town, you know, pick up some supplies. They running low. And Amy like, you know what? I'm kind of tired. I'm going to sit back and rest a bit. Did y'all notice her teeth? Her canines was there, y'all. And Brad looked at her like, who? You know, he had that look on his face, that look of worry, but he didn't say nothing. I was like, I noticed it, Brad. I noticed it too. Okay, while they are riding through town, Lila and Brad hear on the radio that 4 major cities have been taken over by the virus. They said it was Houston this time. Is Houston near McKinney, Texas? Because McKinney, Texas is where Carter was from. So the CDC still ain't contacted them. It's been 3 doggone weeks. I thought they were going to the CDC. But Brad say it's too much chaos out there. We barely made it out of Colorado, you know what I'm saying, to Oregon. We dang sure ain't gonna make it over to the CDC. And I think the CDC is over in Washington, D.C. We dang sure ain't gonna make it there. So we gonna wait for them to come to us. Like, we are top priority. They should have been here, though. That's what Lila's saying. So they roll up on a little neighbor named Bob. And Bob, you know, got his ear to the streets. If they hear any radio chatter about helicopters coming in and this, that, and the third. Right now, he ain't heard nothing. But, hey, pick me up some bullets while you're in town, right? So while they at the gas station pumping gas, Lila noticed a shoe laying on the ground. Well, where's the body that go to that shoe? Look out! Bam! There it was. Dropped on the hood of her car. I was like, oh my damn. Lila looked up and seen that Viral up there. Baby, he didn't attack her. He didn't attack not one bit. Huh? What's really going on? See, when we was in the live, we was assuming that he didn't attack her because she got the antivirus in her bloodstream. And maybe, you know, it might do something to him if he bit her. But his eyes were yellow. Remember at the end of part 1, I said Anthony's eyes seemed to turn yellow at the end of the episode? They normally don't turn yellow. This dude's eyes was yellow. Maybe he's one of Anthony's. And Lila is marked for Anthony. You know, like that's his catch. You know, hands off, something like that. I don't know. We got all kind of theories floating around here. Well, anyway, Brad jumped in on cue like he's supposed to, took action, took him down. And the storekeeper come out like, it's broad daylight. What the hell? You know, these virals need to stop changing the game plan. They don't move around in the daytime. They only supposed to move around at night. So inside the store, he got a map of all the different places that have been taken over by the virus. They have more than 1,000 new virals that have appeared. And there's 10 major cities that have been affected. Well, where are these cities? They are the cities that Brad picked up all of these inmates. Their hometowns. Well, how about them apples? You don't have Vegas. Why? Why is Vegas not being affected? They don't know what's going on with Shauna, but Vegas not being affected. And of course, you don't have Memphis because that's where Amy is from. Okay. Well, up in Vegas, we back with Shauna and Clark. They set up a federal safe space, and Clark is running the doggone place pretty much. There's this creepy ass dude, raper man, that's in there. I think he called him Jim Belushi or something like that. And they need to get him out of there. He can't be there with the kids in the safe space because they're going to lock that place down at 6 o'clock. He needs to get gone. Well, the sheriff is like, don't nobody want to come pick him up. Okay, so Clark volunteered to take him over to the county. He said, dude, you realize it's getting dark out there? Clark said, I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be right. I'm going to get him over the county. Everything going to be everything. Well, on the other side of the country, Lacey and Jonas has arrived in Virginia. I forgot the name of the organization that they showed up at. It was like the Federation of Good Health or some crap like that. I don't remember. Well, he's supposed to be creating them a new antivirus. He need the virus blood to do that. He's going to try to duplicate what Sykes did, even though he don't know what the heck she really did. The dude is not happy for him to be there. He said, I don't know why your butt ain't locked up. You should have been in jail. Everybody around here wondering why you ain't locked up. But since you're not finding a cure is your job. It's your immediate job, nothing else. And you need to do it quick, fast, and hairy. Anything else is less to be desired. You know what I'm saying? So Jonas called up Richards on the phone to let him know, you know, they made it to Virginia, but he really could use the original antiviral to duplicate. Have you heard from Brad? Nah. You all right, bro? Nah, I ain't all right. I'm in a bad motherfucking way. Why is Richards in a bad way? He is driving through Vegas with this creepy dude in his trunk. What you doing that for? Baby, he is taking it over to Shauna so she can feed off of him. I was like, is this how you keeping your boo thing happy? Bringing her somebody? He don't look happy at all. You know, she feed real quick. She come around to him. I don't know why they eat so damn messy. Blood just dripping in all over her. You know, she's slowly changing back to herself. Richards look at her. Peels the fuck out. Peels. She's standing there, love all in her eyes, heartbroken. Well, back in Oregon, Lila and Brad, they together. They done got back together, but like Lila is about to break that shit up. She has resolved that the CDC ain't coming. I don't think they are either, girl. I don't think they're coming either. And the Doctors with Borders, they somehow are there. And she wants to go with them and go to the CDC. And Brad is like, no, we need to stay put. She say, don't worry, you and Amy are. I'm going to go. You know, something with that viral back at the gas station didn't want to bite me. So there got to be something in my blood that could possibly help people. You know, something got to be in here that's keeping them from not wanting to eat me. So you stay here with Amy with the viral, the antiviral. You know what I'm saying? You stay here with that. And then I'm going to hit the road. You know, against his better judgment, she go ahead and take off. She go ahead and take off. But when she said her goodbyes, it was, you knew he wasn't going to never see her again. You knew it. Well, hopefully they make it to the CDC. That's how I was feeling. So while Jonas and is retrieving the blood from the dead viral that they had down there, Fanning jumps in his mind. You know, he do a little mind jump. Hey, boo. How you doing? He say, hey, boo. That's Fanning. What's up, dog? That's what he said. He's like, you know, I'm just so confused of why he is so connected to Jonas. Like, you following him around town. How you know Jonas was in Virginia? Your range stretched that far? Is it because the person on the body has Fanning's blood? I mean, on the table has Fanning's blood in it? As soon as he started withdrawing the blood, Fanning was like, that's Susan. She was a good little churchgoer. She was home when the paramedics showed up. He doing all this type of stuff. I was like, why are they so connected? But Jonas asked him, he said, dude, why do you keep feeding on us? The more people that you feed on, the less they're going to be for you to eat. Supply and demand. You eating up all your supply. You can have your own supply. That's basically what he's doing. So, Fanning, like, who knows? Why does anybody have kids? You know, because they want them. Just usually, they was oops babies. It could happen. Well, anyway, that don't seem smart, Fanning. That don't seem smart. You really don't have a plan. Your plan is to take over the world, eating up humanity, and then what? Then what are you going to feed off of afterwards? You really didn't think that through. You had 3 years, sit down there in that cell and come up with this whole grand scheme to escape, but you hadn't really thought about the end game. Didn't make sense. Well, Fanny tell him, you know, be careful with trying to cram him up with an antivirus. You see what happened to Sykes. That is not why Sykes died, but okay, we're going to go with that. Anyway, Jonas tell him, I ain't scared of dying, fool. Ain't nobody scared of dying. And ain't got nobody got time for what you talking about. I got work to do. Boy, bye. Get gone. You know what I'm saying? Fanning tried to guilt trip him, make him say that, you know, Elizabeth was ashamed of him and she blamed him for everything that happened. Jonas don't believe the truth. He might believe it somewhat, but I don't think he believed Fanning. You know, well, Brad and Amy, they practicing shooting with the bow and arrow, and Amy is failing miserably. She fed up. Like, what the heck am I doing this for? Like, what am I preparing for? And like, I don't know. You know, he frustrated. I don't know. All I know is you meant to do something. You the only one that can do it. All I know is I have to provide you with everything that I can. Everything that I know I must teach you. That's the only thing I'm sure of. Right? And I'm like, oh, he love her. She like, I love you too, agent. You know, that's what she took from that. And then she started concentrating and she's shooting the doggone thingamajigama. Now, I was complaining about her hair, right? I'm like, why is Amy still rocking these 2 puff balls since forever? Ain't nobody gonna comb my baby girl hair. That's how I was feeling. As soon as that happened, we get this moment. Everybody on Twitter is so excited every time they see Brad and Amy interact. Like, oh my God, he's really a father to her. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on Twitter go crazy. So he braiding her hair. Kudos, Brad. Kudos, Brad. But she finally tells him about the premonition she had. She was scared to talk about it because she thought that because she saved him in that dream, that she must be like him now. And he like, girl, please, you ain't gonna never be like him. You never was and you never will be. Not at all, okay? So over in Vegas, it's dinner time. And Shauna not coming for her food. Clark getting frustrated, like, where the heck are you? Well, she tired of his ass. She tired of him with that hit it and quit it mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, spend some time with me. Have a conversation. Bring me a wet towel when it's over. Cuddle a little bit. Something, you know. He got that hit it and quit it mentality. Clark is super salty that he connected with her for life. Bruh, you didn't have to say yes. You could have said no and just been dead if they're right there in Project Noah. You could have been dead. And I heard Shauna, you know what I'm saying? He acting like he all innocent in all of this, like she did this to him. No, you did this to her. You're the one that forced her to become what she is today. You're the one that did that. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you know what? This is the last person I feed on. Our deal is over. I'm gonna find my own food from now, right? So Amy called on Fanning. I got some questions for you, bro. She's still trying to figure out what type of person that he was before all of this happened. You know, was he a good person that turned back? Because she wants to know what's going to happen to her. You know, he like, girl, everything gonna change. And I'm proud of everything I did. I'm not ashamed of nothing. Like Nathan, I done killed over 1,000 people. You know, hey, that's how he feeling. And he said, you gonna change too? Amy like, nah, I never kill anybody. Oh, but you will. Fanny say, you sure about that? Let's test your theory right now. I got Bob. He brings Bob in, slits Bob next. Oh, he's infected now. Amy like, get out of here. Just get out. Well, Amy, you invited him there. But still. Okay, so Bob walked out and said, okay, bye, Amy. The wheels are in motion. I was like, Lord, Lord, Lord. She looked outside of her real bedroom window, and there's Fanning sitting right there, or standing right there. Look at all uglified. Fanning has always known what she had because they connected. So anyway, over in Virginia, Jonas thinks that he's close, but still kind of far away from actually having an antiviral. He's not near ready to try to push this out there into the world because it hasn't been tested. But the only way to know if it's going to work is if they use humans to test it on. Humans that have been affected. What that sound like? Project Noah 2.0. He don't want to do that again. He don't want to do that again. No way, no how this time. So right now he need to convince the UN that he has a virus and that they're going to get it soon. That's what he has to convince them. He like telling Lacey, look, Fanning is getting everything that he wanted. And Lacey telling him, look here, you and Fanning are connected. It ain't over till it's over, homeboy. When she said that they connected, at the end of this episode, I was like, maybe they are connected. Maybe that's why Fanning feels so attached to him. And now they really finna be connected. It's gonna be like Charles and Xavier on the X-Men type of connected. Well, anyway, in Oregon, the storekeeper showed up for Bob. Looking for Bob. He missing. You know what I'm saying? And Amy said, oh, he here. He's here. Brad grab his gun and go outside and nurse Bob. All bit the heck up. He said, Brad, can you take me out in the woods? We don't need everybody to see this. You know, he want to be put down. Amy already know, don't go. Don't go. But Bob say, you know what? I didn't even know when this happened. I must have been asleep or something. But nobody ever told me it was going to feel this good. And like, immediately then, he changed. He changed. We go back inside the cabin with Amy and the storekeepers, and pow, 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 you hear 3 gunshots outside. They look at the door. And slowly the door open up and Brad fall in. Oh, neck just bit all up. Like, Lord, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, yes, he bit. I think every time somebody got bit in this episode, I was like, yes, they got bit. I don't know why. Well, anyway, during the UN conference call, Jonas learned that the CDC is no longer. It's no longer. And the CDC is the only one who can mass distribute the antivirus anyway. Chinese people like, you can't help us. You can't help my citizens. So I think China, India, and I think there was Russia. They all bowed out the conversation. And the chick from the prime minister from the UK was like, look her, the enemies want to nuke y'all ass. I'm going to let y'all know right now. So if you can get that antivirus over as soon as possible, go and do that, right? So this is news to Jonas that the CDC is gone. Like, are you serious? CDC gone. That's bad news for Lila. Especially, well, she shouldn't have made it there yet. So that's bad news for her. I'm like, in the meantime, the enemies are planning to attack the US of the A. We're back in Vegas. Somebody done hit up the town. Might as well say bit up the town. And Clark just knows it was Shauna. The last thing she told him was that I'm going to get my own food from right now. So he creep in on her. She's sleeping. She wake up. It wasn't her. It was Martinez. That's what she said. And she said, but if you want to, go on and shoot me. Go on, hit me in my sweet spot if you want to. Go on, hit me there. The little bony knob. That's not this. When I see women with their little, all your bones exposed, I just want to throw some of my fat meat on you. Get some bones on you. But she's like, yeah, go ahead and kill me. Because if you kill me, you die too. And then we could fight this out on the way down the head, baby. That's what we could do. I was like, oh. You know damn well Clark's selfish ass was not finna kill Shauna because he wasn't gonna sacrifice himself for nothing. He ain't Sykes. He ain't finna sacrifice himself. Instead, they bone. Or at least they give us the illusion that they about to get fizzy because he started taking off her shoulder. You know, yeah, that's what Clark started doing to her. Anyway, in Oregon, the storekeepers want to take Brad out. But Amy like, no, not today. That's not what we finna do. And Brad say, look here, baby, it's one last lesson. Tagline. Okay, sometimes the hardest thing in life to do is the right thing, or the right thing in life to do is the hardest thing. You know, something like that. He meant kill him. Because he telling the storekeepers, go ahead. This time, you got to do it. You got to do what you got to do. Amy say, no. The right thing for me to do is for you to live. Baby, Amy said, you not killing my agent. She started to looked up, the eyes popped open and changed. And then she flew up at that dude. She ate them up. Then you heard the woman screaming. Just Brad down on the ground looking like, oh, shit. Did I just see what I just saw? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Brad couldn't believe his eyes. Me either. We knew it was going to happen. Actually, I thought that she was going to. I said it. Doing the live, I was like, she going to have to kill them. She going to have to kill them because they're going to be trying to kill Bob or something about it. Or maybe I said the agent. But I know I said it in the live. Anyway, so Jonas, he done injected himself with the damn antivirus serum. Again, he don't know if this shit going to work. Lacey like, what the fuck is it going to do to you? I don't know. But if Fanny going to make it through this, I'm going to make it through it. Because he know they about to set the bombs off. It's about to be bombs over Baghdad right here in the U.S. of the A. So, he said, if Fanny going to live, so shall I. And he injected himself with that shit. Well, Amy, she left Brad a little note that says, I'm sorry. Stuck it in her wrinkle of time book, left that for him. She don't want Brad to see her as a monster. So, she step outside and we getting nuked. The damn bombs come. LA got hit. Then they took out St. Louis. Why they take out my hometown? Gone. Like I'm saying. Nuclear rain. Everywhere. 97 years later. 97 years, y'all. Down in Palm Desert. Amy out here looking like a motherfucking G, baby. Who braiding her up in the middle of the damn apocalypse? Her, bam! Fresh braids. I know there was a lace front, but it was still fresh. Somebody had to put a lace front on too. Queen come through. She look like a straight queen, baby. Come through, Amy, come through. And Amy say, you know, Brad ain't dead. Because if he was, she could feel it. So she just don't believe that he is still alive. And there's a community of people who was able to survive humanity. And she hoping that she find him there. She gave him the last antiviral. But we got some questions. Because the questions are, one, we don't know if the antiviral gives them everlasting life. We don't know that. All we know is that the other virals don't want to eat you no more once you get it. At least it did with Lila. But does it give them everlasting life? Two, we want to know why didn't she just do what Shauna did? I think somebody in the live was saying she didn't know about that she could have her one person. She knew. Fannin told her this already. When she was sitting there talking in the house with her mama at one time, he told her, you only get one that you could take with you forever. And he could be your one. So she could have did that. But instead, she injected him with the last antivirus. And then did Lacey take the antidote too? The antiviral. You know, because she wasn't letting Jonas die. And if he was going to do it, I guess she was going to do it with him. Lacey's job description changed. Her job description was to take care of Amy, but now she's taking care of Jonas Lid. So did she take it too? And if so, what happened to them? Is Sykes really dead? Is Gray really dead? Because if Gray was turning, because he was bit, if he was turning and it exploded down there on 4B, all the other virus got out. Why is Gray? Why would he be dead? Okay? He should be alive too. And will Amy find bread? Is he among the last of the humanity? We shall see. We shall see. Well, that is all that we have for the passage. This was an awesome, awesome, awesome freaking series. Fox, like I said, needs to renew that shit. You can go back to episode 1 and watch all the recaps all over again. If you want a different perspective on it from the viewpoint of good and evil, run on over to Miss Honey channel, join her tribe, become one of her honeybees, and watch her recaps on it too as well. This has been a great season. I thank you all for being here. Appreciate you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.